Hi, welcome to the book Nook. We're not in a Nook right now, really, but that's the name of the series, and later on I will be getting into place and into on set, I guess. It's not a real set, it's just a couch in a little corner. I'm not there now because we have a dehydrator, a freeze dryer running down there. It's in the basement. So, right now I'm just doing it here on where I do my Saturdays with Ratt. Today, I wanted to talk, not review. This series is not about reviewing, and it will never be. I wanted to talk about The Lost Hero, which is a Rick Riordan book. And what's cool about filming this right here, I guess, is that I can just do this. This is my copy of The Lost Hero, guys. Look how beat up it is. You see how... Oh no. Oh. It's okay. It's, yeah, I used to read this book a lot. You might be like, why did you read it so much? Didn't you just, like, read the series or be done with it? Well, no. Secret about this book, why I read it so much and why I'm not really going over the whole series right now, even though I have read it, and I'll just say good and bad parts. I don't know. I didn't like some characters I really liked. That's what's hard about doing a multiple character story, where you tell it from their perspectives too. I mean, I was a kid at the time, so I did just skip a portion because I was so tired of doing this, and I want to get back to my favorite character. Didn't impact the story too much, don't worry. But yeah, the Lost Hero, wow. Why is it so beat up? Why is my copy so, like, a little beat up and kind of frayed at the at the top and all that stuff? You hear it? Yeah. It is beat up, and I have read it so many times because it is the only book in the series I actually own. And so, it is the book in the series that I just kept rereading because I was like, gosh, I wish I got more of this story. But at the time, we didn't go to the library a lot, or I didn't go to the library a lot, so I just couldn't get the books further in the story. But no. Look at that. Can you see all my, like, thumbprints? All from holding it open? Oh, look, there's even wear and tear in the middle. Oh, where it's separating. Yeah. No. This book. I mean, it's like, I'm not, here's why I'm not, like, reviewing things. First of all, I'm bad at reviewing, so that's just it. That should be reason enough. But second of all, I will have read these books, so I will be biased to them. And a lot of the books I will have read during a point, so I'll be biased to them. And there's just too much bias. I don't brain well. I don't know. I don't see how you can review things. I don't know. This is like the first episode, so I just got to break this down for you, man. Reviewing things, especially in my case, I am a person who creates. It's hypocritical and detrimental. And I'm not saying you can't have an opinion on something and that you can't share that opinion. I'm saying that I'm not going to review things and make it a thing that people come here for. Because constantly saying that something's good or bad based on your opinion in order to generate some sort of thing for yourself is weird. And more importantly, I'm not good at reviewing. Can't stick to a rubric to save my life. How did I get through doing essays? I bullshitted my way through it. So here. Yeah, the Lost Hero. My favorite character, obviously there's spoilers here, okay? I'm talking about the book. My favorite character in the whole series is Leo Valdez, man. He is pretty dope, or was when I was a kid. If I read it again, I might find him annoying or something. I don't know. Yeah, I thought his whole arc throughout the whole series was cool, even though it was like, was it an arc? Because he always seemed like a good guy, I guess. I guess his arc was being better at fire and inventing. So, but yeah, I don't know. This is again. This is why I'm not reviewing. I'm not a traditional thinker, storyteller, story reviewer. I don't know. That's the drag. They find a dragon. He's on the cover. His name's Festus, and it's just pretty nice. They just talking about how I like book. I like this book, man. It was every time I stopped having a book that I could read, which was often because not everyone owns that many books, and my family owns more than most people. But you read a book and then you move on and read another book, and then you move on and read another book. This is how it usually is for me in everything, like video games and books and movies. Sometimes, less times with movies, more times with everything else, because like you can't really recapture a feeling with the second playthrough or read or anything unless it's very specific. And with this book, when I did reread it, I could always get that same feeling of just revisiting it and coming back. So it was really nice to have. And I would just keep it by the side of my bed on the floor, which is one of the reasons why it's so beat up. Not terribly beat up, but yeah. And then if I didn't have anything to read or do, I would just read it. And then I would go all the way through it. I always went all the way through. And then that would be it. There's also another aspect about this book that I did. It's this is just for like the first little bit, but I highlighted parts to be like, oh, so this is how dialogue quotes work and all that. Different parts. Oh, I like this, how these characters talk to each other. Oh, I like that. And I used it and to try and practice my own storytelling a little bit. So it's a significant book to me. The rest of the series, I just read all those books once, but this book is pretty significant to me as a person. So, yeah, I wanted to share. I know I'm not really going into detail about the book itself, but this episode's more about just me talking about my experience reading this book. As I said, it's not a review, so really it's just me talking about books, man. But yeah, no. I liked all the characters. I don't know. It's just a big staple of my childhood. It's a big old thing that I did, and as with other things on this channel, like my past food challenges video, where I just kind of brought in footage that I took off of Facebook of me doing food challenges when I was younger as a kid. I wanted to bring this onto the channel and show you all a book that was significant to me. And while I'm not going to really judge it, because I haven't even read it in a bit, I just want to share. Hey, it's a good book, I think. I'm blinded to the truth. But if you want to check it out, I think it's pretty good. So, hey, I'm not a lot of people are gonna watch this because it's a book talking video on YouTube. Those aren't really popular. But if you did watch it, thank you. Let me know if there's like any books you want me to talk about further into the future in this series. Let me know, because I will eventually do it. At some point I have to venture out of books that I have read already, and I'll have to read a book for this. I plan to do it soon enough, I guess. What are my plans for this series, guy? Well, I don't have a plan, really. I just want to go over books that I read or thought were funny or are weird. Any type of book. I tried to do one of these videos once, but it was just called, it didn't have a series name. And it was about a certain smut book about kissing a certain virus, and I only took it down because I got scared, because YouTube was like, here's some facts about the thing under your video, and it counted as a restriction, so I took it down and I deleted it. Maybe I'll re-upload it as one of these. I don't know. Let me know if you want to see that. Otherwise, I'll just do another one with the whole series of those things. But yeah, that's pretty much what the series is going to be. It's not going to stick to a specific type of book. I'm not going to try and wax poetic about the books. I'm not good at that. I will not review them. I will not spoil too much. Maybe. Or maybe I will. That's not planned out. Probably for books, I will do a bit, but I don't think I'll just go and tell you all about the story. You should read the books before you... Nah, I'm not going to say that either. You can do whatever you want. Don't read the books. Read the books. Treat this as a book club. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. So I know I didn't really talk about this book, but I talked about my story with it. It was very shocking to me to find out that the next book in the series for it was about completely different people. And it only hinted at those people in this book. So it was like a kind of a shock. Like, what? Oh. And I hadn't read, at the time, I had not read the Percy Jackson series yet. Percy Jackson's in this book. Not in this book. He's in the next book in this series. He's in this series. So it starred him as a protagonist. Well, no, it starred him as a protagonist. Yeah. And it was shocking to see for me. Just wanted to say that. Yeah. Yeah. How many times have I acted like I was going to finish this and then went on a little tangent? I'm going to finish it now. That's me talking about The Lost Hero. If you have any more like questions or something, I'll just go into the comments and answer, right? This is a first episode of something, so it's really not that fleshed out. But if you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe and tell your parents about me, because they need to know that I am doing an old school type of content a little bit. I mean, it's not really popular, so I didn't have an eye on it ever. But yeah, I'm doing book talk videos, talking about book videos, and they need to know that so they can pop in. Anyway, that's it. See ya. Bye.